Bristol Marina, which used to be home to two massive slipways, and the slipways were built to launch the larger metal ships that were built here in Bristol. The last ship built in Bristol was called the Miranda Guinness, and the Miranda Guinness was essentially a massive floating can of Guinness. It was the world's first purpose-built beer tanker. So instead of transporting beer in barrels, which was common back then, it had massive stainless steel tanks, and the Guinness could be pumped directly into those tanks. They can hold 1.3 million pints of Guinness. When the Miranda Guinness left Bristol and travelled around to Dublin in 1976, the shipbuilding industry left with it, and that was it. The slipways in the early 80s were then converted into this residential marina. Beyond the marina, you can see this clock tower over to the right. Beneath the clock tower is an original Banksy. Stay out there.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got to keep to the right, it's not like a road.
Put two hands on Heidi. Two, go.
And then stay that way. You've got to constantly keep steering it. It's a lot of effort to keep it straight. So when it stops, you sort of like cancel the steer by going back that way. And it's sort of like a, yeah, you have to keep doing it like this. So like, see it's going a bit that way, steer a bit there. And before it actually starts moving, counter the steer by going like that. And keep it straight. Takes a lot of practice. Do you want to pick that before we get around the corner? The harbour matches come around the corner and I'll get in trouble. For the police. So to round off the trip, we're going to get an even better view of the SS Great Britain, which is roughly what the ship looked like on the launch day as they looked at the ocean liner. When it came back to Bristol in 1970, it didn't look like this at all. It was a complete wreck. The SS Great Britain was wrecked off the coast of the Falkland Islands in a hurricane, and it was abandoned for 84 years then, left off the coast. It wasn't until 1970 she returned to home. The way they got her back is they took a giant barge over there, a floating platform, they purposefully sunk it by pumping it full of water. They then dragged the ship onto it, and they pumped the water out of the barge and the ship at the same time, raising her up out of the water. Towed her all the way across the Atlantic Ocean from the Falkland Islands back here to Bristol, where she was put back where she was built, and over the years since her return it's been lovingly restored into what is now a fantastic museum. Right, good, excellent, well done.